I say lads, can anyone tell me where I parked my sports car? Oh. Right, so anyway, it's official. Chucklefish has actually finally released a statement on the Xbox version of Starbound to say it's officially delayed. I mean, obviously we already knew it was delayed because, well, it's not out, is it? Duh. This, by the way, is Starbound 1.4 beta. The current state of the Xbox version is that it's basically ready, their word, but the multiplayer performance isn't actually good enough for release yet. To put this into context, this all goes back a few years, where they announced the intention to bring Starbound to consoles, and we all thought it would be a matter of months rather than years. I mean, okay, so it's not the most obvious game to put on consoles, given how mouse-oriented it feels, but hey, it worked with Terraria, which was ported to everything, from the ZX81 to the Etch-a-Sketch. Probably. But then in 2018, Chucklefish exhibited an Xbox version at several events with a completely new UI that worked with controllers. I mean, I saw it for myself at Rezzed 2018 in London, and while it wasn't even nearly as easy to use as the PC version, it did seem to work well enough. But then Chucklefish went a bit quiet on the console version. As we discussed previously in my video on Rezzed 2019, they barely mentioned Starbound at all in early 2019, other than to state vaguely that news was coming. News did come about the PC version, and indeed I've been playing the beta version of 1.4, this very version, on this very channel. There's a new car in it and everything. But they still hadn't addressed the console issue. But now they have, to say, late in development we identified performance issues when playing with 4 or more players. We worked to optimise it, but ultimately after months of work it still wasn't enough to get the game up to our standards. We don't want to limit the number of players or remove features to address the problem. That would mean releasing the game in a less than complete state. So yeah, the frame rate sucked apparently. Veterans of the PC version will know the game hasn't always performed brilliantly. I remember my first colony of tenants used to stutter like mad during a snowstorm. And the Outpost was stuttery until relatively recently, all on decent machines. But anyway, so Chucklefish aren't giving any timescales out at the moment for the Xbox release, other than it's delayed. But assure us they are still working on optimising it, saying that they think it's achievable, but don't want to give assurances yet until they've done more testing. They say they're sorry for waiting so long to announce all this, but really, it's good that they do give a shit about performance, whereas some publishers would just bung their game on, let's say Switch, without seeming to care that the game's frame rate sucks. Anyway, you can read the full blog post on the main Starbound site, linked in the description. Meanwhile, if you've not seen my 1.4 beta videos, and don't mind some spoilers, that series is currently ongoing. There was something about a Winter Palace too, but the next episode of that is, delayed. Yeah, that's it, delayed. Thanks for watching.